Joe Biden is the plagiarist in chief. Biden's frequent plagiarism has cost him his chance for the presidency before. History seems to be on the verge of repeating itself again. It's well known by now, Biden has plagiarized speeches from other politicians many times during his career, appropriating passages from the likes of Bobby Kennedy and Hubert Humphrey, according to author Nick Adams. Biden's plagiarizing habits are showing even now in his presidential campaign. Even Biden's COVID-19 plan was plagiarized from his favorite target of contempt, President Trump, with little to no reporting by mainstream media outlets. According to Breitbart News reporting at the time, Biden's plan calls for no efforts to be spared in getting private labs and universities to help test for the virus. The suggestion is exactly a mirror of the move already made by the Trump administration in early February in ordering the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, to show hundreds of academic hospitals and private laboratories that they could start testing for the coronavirus. Similarly, the former vice president's plan argues in favor of a federal relief effort for small businesses negatively impacted by the pandemic. Well, that's an idea that's identical to the one that President Trump's already gotten passed by the United States Congress, even as divided as it is. And really, it's working. And he addressed the nation in prime time about it. Of course, President Trump's version was presented to Congress in a $50 billion form appropriation bill for low-interest loans to small businesses. And it includes lots of details, requirements for cost, eligibility, and implementation, and thousands of businesses have used it. Biden's proposal is vague. It states only that the former vice president will push for the creation of a small business loan program when he takes office. You know, there's a lot more. Other core recommendations from Biden's plan are virtually indistinguishable from the current Trump administration's efforts already in play. The former vice president's proposals call for revising existing laws and regulations to make sure insurance companies waive copays and deductibles for testing and any vaccine that we come up with. Well, gosh, that question is especially uncertain after Trump announced on Wednesday, according to Breitbart, that he had convinced insurance providers to commit to waiving the cost for coronavirus, and he's already secured important concessions, including the expansion of coverage for treatment across all insurance plans. And this means that an eventual vaccine for the virus won't necessarily be free, but portions of the cost would likely be covered by existing insurance plans. Likewise, according to Breitbart, the former vice president's pledge to accelerate the development of a vaccine is something the Trump administration already undertook with Operation Warp Speed. In January, officials from the National Institutes of Health announced they were fast-tracking development of a coronavirus vaccine. January! Anticipating the potential outbreak. At the time, health officials were hoping that a streamlined process would ensure the vaccine was ready for clinical trials by at least May. These similarities between Biden proposals and what the current administration is already doing and other policy proposals has not escaped the notice of the American people either. Biden's economic plan is an almost exact copy of Trump's America First policies, with the exception of being tough on China. You know, the China virus. Again, the American people see Biden's economic promises as empty and feckless. Coming from a man who has spent 47 years in office selling American jobs to other countries, especially China, where the virus came from, remember? This is not the first time the former vice president has attracted scrutiny for plagiarizing, and if history serves, it's not going to be the last. Vote for Donald Trump, folks. He's the real deal. Just as a reminder, friends, we cannot do this without your support. So don't forget to subscribe to the Rob Maness Show YouTube channel, our email newsletter at robmaness.com, and join our Facebook supporter group on the @COL Rob Maness fan page.
Mammoth Nation is the discount club for conservatives. You get great discounts on name brand products and services, and the proceeds help candidates who support the right causes. Plus, the money you save from just one purchase can pay for your entire membership. Liberal Democrats are destroying America, and we can't let Joe Biden be president. It's time to join the fight. Strength in numbers. We give the silent majority a resounding voice. Go to MammothNation.com and let's win this fight together.